Hi, this is Bobby Klein. I'm the translator and the interpreter of the I Ching. This is a New Earth I Ching, easy to understand, easy to put to use. It's an oracle, 3,000 years of wisdom wrapped up in this. So sit back, take a breath. If you've got a question in your mind, ask it. If not, just hang in and you'll get some answers. And that's what this is all about. The I Ching, they say, is the book of change, and it is, but it's also the book of answers. All right. Tune in. Drop in. You're home. Yeah. You're home. Watching pelicans diving in nature's ballet, so clear in their purpose. Like the haiku this week talking to us about purpose. Finding our purpose, knowing our purpose, and I think that's one of our jobs, as we do stuff, try stuff, and then we come up with, that's it. That's it. That's my purpose. When we find that, we find ourselves in joy and love and keeping the beautiful Holy Grail within our hands. No searching. I'm going to read the I Ching, my translation from the Oracle, 3,000 years old. But I wanted to mention first a couple of things. Like I've said, it's now just a word from our sponsor, and I'm the sponsor. I want to tell you about my book, The New Earth I Ching, which is out now, I'm happy to say, and available on Amazon. And it's a wonderful book. It came out so well. My designers, editors, everyone that pitched in made such a beautiful book, a little hardback book that we can keep with us, keep on our shelf whenever we need some answers. So take a look. The New Earth I Ching on Amazon by Bobby Klein. Yeah. Also coming up on June 10th, a 4-day retreat, Archaeology of the Soul, that I'm leading. I'm giving classes. I have some beautiful teachers joining me. Guru Mukh, a wonderful yoga teacher, is coming to bless us with her teaching. My friend in Tulum, Ellie, who's going to do his I Am Love classes, which is beautiful, that we can open up to getting deeper in relationships. And some beautiful elders and local teachers. And we're going to the cenotes. We're going to be on the beach. We're going to have great food. Come on down, right? We made it so it's not too expensive, and just get here and enjoy. So look it up on my website, BobbyKlein.com, and then at the top will be a place to click to tell you about Archaeology of the Soul. Please join us. So if you're a new listener, how it goes is I've done a translation of the I Ching that every week for the last 11 years, I've been sending out to thousands and thousands of people. Now they call them followers. Things change, huh? Anyway, it goes out and it has been of service, and it is my service. There's no cost for this. If you're just listening for the first time, you can get a free text version, but just by going onto my website and subscribing. It's free. And you'd love it. You'd love it. It's advice for the week. And puts us in a place of knowing comfort and knowing how to proceed. This week, it's number 25, Wu Wang, innocence. The aspects of heaven and thunder. When thunder resounds under heaven, it gets our attention. This is a time of correct beginnings. Wu Wang is asking us to clear our minds and to make way for pure, innocent thoughts, which will lead to an enhanced joy and love and creativity. Now, we often have thoughts that are not so innocent, but we correct them because we don't want that stuff swimming around in our psyche. So correct all your thoughts that seem negative and come to know that this is the time of innocent thoughts. Recently, thought processes, when I come into my translation of the I Ching, we talk about the wholeness of the earth, Gaia, the universe, and we come to the place where it touches a lot of us. And this week it talks about processes and actions that have been clouded by the desire for successful outcome. You see, if you're looking to be successful, the thing is not to look at the shining bright flags waving in the wind, but to be in and do your work, capital W, work. So stay in the present, because if you look forward and you look like, I want a successful outcome, and you look too far in the future, it's called futurizing. You want to stop projecting into the future because it causes overthinking. And if you're going for correctness, for fame, for position, recognition, outcomes of any sort, you're missing the point. I knew a wonderful, wonderful singer who was here visiting children. We'd talk a lot, and she was incredible, but so bent on being a hit, so bent on being successful, that she missed a lot of stuff on the way, and things didn't work. She missed the point. It's not that you cannot have everything. That's not the idea. It's your ego's projection into the future that prevents you from tapping into the well-deserved success that only comes by means of your creative, innocent force. In Zen, it's called beginner's mind. The trickster, the ego, would have you look into the future to see bright, shiny things that represent success, shiny car, shiny house, shiny new this, shiny new that. And when you think you've figured out the smartest and the most clever and cool ways to move toward your goal, that's a danger sign. You see, it's the ego tempting you to move swiftly toward your desire, come hell or high water. Man, it doesn't work that way. That's where people step on people on the way up. And boy, oh boy, be kind to the people on the way up, because on the way down, you want them to return their kindness. And if you stepped on them, it ain't going to be pretty. If you were to continue to move in a manner of, just disregarding your spiritual growth, your soul growth, your strength of innocence, your open heart, your child self, the creative self, you'd miss it, see? Consider the ignored part of your being, that child of innocence. Slow down. You could be scaring the child. Take time out for pure and innocent fun. And we all have that innocent aspect in us, that innocent child, the one who wonders at watching the ants, get into a crack in the sidewalk, or watching the bees gathering honey. It takes us out of our consciousness. But if we come back to that place where we can be in wonder, the wonder of a flower, how a daisy grows, man. Think about it. If we come to that place, nurturing this child aspect of self, every day doing something that gives strength to the child, being creative, seeing something new, looking at something old, but looking at it in a different way, man. This is why we call being between heaven and thunder. You see, that's where we live. Between heaven and thunder, between lightning and thunder. Being strong and being focused. Be careful not to be too focused. There is a missing, a needed thread that you're going to weave into the tapestry for all your good works and all your wisdom so you can achieve your goals. The missing thread is rest, having fun, and being of service. A life without service is no life at all. You know, if you're feeling frustrated, things are just not going right, it's, you know, you're stuck. Well, do some things that'll be fun and be of service somewhere in your community, you know, somewhere in your neighborhood. Be of service. Give of your bounty. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to have a lot, but just share. And it's magic what happens. You know, it's true that to achieve the goals that stand before you, because they're there, you must be cognizant of the path, right? Know the path. Also know that the path is not boring, nor is it straight, nor is it narrow. The ego would tell you to follow the straight and narrow path, but don't go for it. Take a wide berth. Check what's on the edges of the path as you go forward, moving toward your greatest good. Your greatest good for you, for sure, for your tribe, for your family, for your associates, and joyous and wide meandering. There's much to see and experience along the way, and do not miss the greatest joy that awaits you on the journey. Keep this in mind. It is not the goal, it is the journey that counts, and the journey can be joyous. So lighten up. Stop worrying about what might happen along the way. You see, innocence is where joy resides. And just don't make things too complicated. If it's complicated, simplify it. Balance the confidence of youth and the wisdom of the elders. Simplify the journey. You know, I talked about the pelican diving for food. That's a simple journey, man. He knows, you know. He even knows. She knows that there's fish down there, that she makes her dive, he gets the fish and feeds the family. That's what it's about. So we simplify the journey, constantly looking to the future and trying to plan for every contingency is only going to sap your energy. And it's ultimately going to prevent you from receiving your love, receiving your abundance, receiving the happiness that awaits you. It is wise to plan and to be thoughtful. But listen, limit your thoughts and plans to the now, making your journey peaceful, making it efficient, making it joyful. This will allow you to handle whatever surprising events that may come your way. You're going to handle it with a clear mind. And in this, you're going to enable you to be acting spontaneously and creatively on the moment. Right, acting on the moment, you see. That's what it's about. You know, in the old translations of the I Ching, you know, the I Ching's 3,000 years old in writing. They say that in passing it orally, it's been 5,000 years. In ancient translations, the hexagram of innocence was defined as being free of forethought and reflection. Dig that. Have yourself where you are free of forethought and free of reflection. It's good to remember, it's going to keep you in the present. Look neither to the past nor to the future. Be here now. And when you're moving toward a goal that will serve the greater good, whether it's in business, family, community, relationships, your health, your family's health, your tribe's health, or your journey moving toward enlightenment, it's important to keep it clean, keep it simple, and be fully present at all times, right? And what is this journey towards enlightenment? It's remembering who we are. And that's, once we're there, once we remember who we are, we're free. We're free. We long for nothing. Travel. Who you're going to roll with. Man, walk with like-minded people, your fellow pilgrims. Don't force it in other places. Move away from those people who will suck your energy. They might by raising doubts and fears or envy. You talk about your role and say, oh, yeah, you can't do that. Or that's terrible, that's negative, or you'll never get that. You know that sound. Maybe you got it from when you were little. Maybe you got it from a teacher in school or from your parents or from old ideas. And what happened was it built in these old fears, these old ideas. And all we have to do is to correct the words. It seems so simple that if we correct the words that we are thinking, we come to the place where we get to be free. See, you're going to notice that the ego, that critical voice, that inner judge, will sneak in while you're traveling on your path, telling you to be reasonable, to be extra smart, be suspicious, and above all, to look good in others' eyes. Oh my God. Excuse me, isn't that a trap? It would have you create imaginary problems. Now, dig this. It would have you create imaginary problems that would cause you to evaluate the situation before you incorrectly. And you figure out how to solve these imaginary problems, meaning you're spinning your wheels. You're not doing anything, right? Nothing happens. You're just stuck and you're spinning. The crux of the idea behind this reading, this hexagram, is to remain aware and present. Old Ram Dass said it, be here now. Combining with this, the rest when you need it, so that you can have good fun and play along the way. Man, I learned a really good lesson about rest. I really love to work, and I love to write, and I love to teach, and I love the stuff I do to take care of myself. But man, about 5-6 months ago, I was pushing it, man. I was burning the candle at both ends. And I was tired, but I was pushing it, and I was pushing it. And I also remember I'm near 80. But still, make the joke, I was acting like I was still 60. But I was pushing it too hard, and I got sick. And now I realize that I go ahead and I have a time of rest, I have a time of relaxation, I have a time of play, and I have a time of work. But I balance it. And I really get over the guilt of resting, that thing. Feel like, well, shit, I should be doing something. But that, once you get into it and you get into a new rhythm, you see, you're going to be okay. As we move ahead, we miss a lot of stuff. It's like if you imagine you're on the interstate highway, that one that just takes you where you're going really fast. But what you miss is the scenic byways, the promising beauty that are filled with wonder and surprises. I remember I was driving up to, when I was in LA, driving up to Big Sur, and I purposely took a lot of small roads, and it was on a weekend, on a Sunday, and man, I saw these beautiful little towns and the people getting together, getting dressed up, going to church, going to barbecues, and seeing the beauty of these little parks and the things that I saw along the way, and then stopping and having a bite to eat and meeting new people, because everybody's out there, man, just waiting, and they want to bring joy, they want to bring laughter, they want to bring companionship as you travel on your way. Now move thoughtfully. as you move with compassion for yourself and others, and considers what appears on the path. Don't ignore it. Take the time to appreciate all the good that surrounds you, all the blessings that you have right there in front of you. You know, it could be the love of family and friends that's coming your way. It could be a song of a bird, or the affection from a beloved pet, or it might be the sight or the fragrance of flowers that line the path. These things are medicine. This is medicine that feeds the heart, that feeds the soul, that feeds the spirit. By being fully present, you'll be able to respond confidently, moving moment to moment. And in this, you're going to be open and ready to deal with whatever presents itself as an obstacle. Consciously now, let go of trying to get approval from others. Think about that, because it doesn't matter. Trying to look good in somebody else's eyes, or wanting to join a group that seems to have ostracized you, that you really want to be a part of, forget it. Let them come to you. You see, that's the deal. And by you shining like the sun at midday, that you're going to attract the right people to you. Yeah, that's the ego coming up, man, trying to get you to perform and that stuff. That's ego trying to interfere and keep you from fully appreciating the beauty of life. And life, brothers and sisters, man, life is beautiful. As you slow down and allow the innocent child to appreciate the beauty all around you, you're going to find a strength in it. You might not have known this strength before, but it comes to you and it's magnificent, it's sweet, it's soft, and it's a strength that's wrought not from pain or angst, but strength that comes from peace and laughter and joy. It truly works this way. This is universal law. I lead a big meditation here on the sand in Tulum every Tuesday at Ikal, the hotel. If you come to Tulum, that's the place to be and stay. And in this class, we had a beautiful group, about 60 people. And at one point, after we did some of the actions I do, I had everybody lie down and use everybody's belly. Everybody put their head on somebody's belly. So it was this whole thing that, was making people wondering, what am I going to do? And so what I did was I told really dumb jokes and got people laughing. And the laughing was infectious. And we laughed for about 6-7 minutes straight. And afterwards, it felt so good. You feel so free to have that come to you. That's how when you slow down, we were all innocent children laughing at nothing, laughing at everything. There are universal laws about this. We can hear it from teachers, and this is the universal law, whatever it is. But we know what it is. With rest, fun, work, all in proper measure, you have a clear mind ready to handle the good, ready to handle the bad, and the ugly with equanimity and poise. Because it all is going to be there, man. There's joy, there's suffering, there's laughter. It all comes. We want to be able to handle it. The journey is not as treacherous as it might sometimes seem. Just listen to your wisdom, which will be revealed magically when you rest, when you meditate, and when you play. I have some people say, I'm talking about meditation, they say, well, I meditate, but I get distracted by things I see, or I get distracted by voices and all that. I said, that's beautiful. And let them come and let them go. And you open up to that place in meditation where you're hearing the beauty of your guides, you're seeing the beauty of your parallel universe, and you come sometimes to silence, which is beautiful. All right, look at this week. Sing and dance every day this week. Even if it's only for a few minutes. Experience the laughter of the child within. Let's try it now. Just go and laugh. And sorry. Just open yourself up to laughter. Walk barefoot on the grass, take a stroll in the rain, bathe in the light of the moon, and breathe in that life force that is all around us every moment, every day. Sing a song and be that song. You know, a lot of people say, I can't sing. It doesn't matter. We all sing in our own way. You know, if you want to get some lessons in singing, you really do, if you want to get some lessons. My dear friend, Annie Little, look at annielittle.com. She's a vocal coach, man. She's great. And if you reach out to her, tell her that, you know, heard it from Bobby, and she'll give you a free class. Anyway, annielittle.com. Raise up your singing. All right. That song you sing, be the song. The dance you dance, let it be the dance. Listen to a little Leonard Cohen. Find some of Alan Watts' talks from back in the day. Bring yourself to a joyous place. Feed the child, feed the adult. Take the power away from the critic. So I say to you, in Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Yes, I do. In Lakesh Alakin, that's what it means in Mayan. So I am the other you, and just feel that in yourself and in your heart. So namaste, my brothers. Do your work. Shed the old beliefs. Namaste, sisters. Stay in the groove. Don't give your power away. Namaste, yo. Be the pelican. Dive in. It's beautiful in here.